Welcome to the W7W Podcast.
I'm Hunter.
And I'm Amy, and this is a show about our local yarn shop in Fort Worth, Texas, called W7W.
All right, so what do you want to talk about this week?
What we talk about every week.
What's going on at the shop? Now, did you just complete anything recently? I know we're jumping ahead a little bit.
Yeah, I did. I have a finished object.
You do have a finished object?
Yeah, you want to hear about it now or later?
Well, let's wait.
Okay,
cool. Let's get into classes.
All right, classes. A couple of classes already happened, so I won't talk about those.
Nah.
Of course, we have the beginning knitting and beginning crochet every Saturday. Then we have Mel's Intro to Spinning with a Drop Spindle, parts 1 and 2. It's a 2-day, 2-class.
Yeah, they're each 3 hours long.
And the supplies are included. So you get a laser printed drop spindle and you get fiber.
A Turkish flavor drop spindle.
And you get Mel. You get a great instructor. All right, then she's also doing a spinning workshop, art yarn, creative plying. We're also doing a Fish Lips Kiss sock heel. That's a pretty popular one.
No, I think that one's just about filled up. There may be 1 or 2 more spots.
That is really popular. All right. That might go with the Mason-Dixon...
Yeah,
Field Guide
Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
Do you have the Wanderlust?
Summer of Socks.
Yep.
Do we have more of those?
We do have more Wanderlust.
We have more Summer of Socks Wanderlust. And then we've got to go hand in hand with our socks. We've got a Christmas in July sock knitting class. 2 parts. It's not sock knitting, it's stocking.
Stocking. Yeah, Christmas in July.
Class, which is just a giant sock. It is. So, it's just a big worsted weight sock that you put toys and candy in.
That's right.
Instead of your feet.
Good to get a head start now so you don't have to rush it during the holidays.
Actually, I think it would be a pretty good class for somebody who would like to know about sock knitting but is intimidated maybe about the tiny yarn and the tiny needles. Because this has got everything.
Yeah, and it would be much faster as well.
Yeah, so Christmas in July. Stocking knitting class, 2 parts on the 21st and the 28th. Those are both Sundays, 1 to 3. So those are the classes. Anything else going on in July?
Well, we were thinking about doing a thing at the end of July.
We are thinking about doing a thing. Let's go hand in hand with the Christmas in July.
Yes, I think we're going to go ahead and have a sale on the last Saturday of July as well.
Let's have a sale, Hunter. Let's just have a sale.
We'll just do it. 20% off everything in the shop on Saturday. Let me look up a calendar.
It's the 27th.
That is correct, the 27th.
We need to make room for all the stuff that we ordered at TNNA.
We may have kind of hit TNNA like a wrecking ball and did some damage.
Well, we weren't even there the whole time.
No! Imagine if we were there longer.
It was hard reeling him in. Okay, so let's have a sale.
We were literally walking out of the convention floor and I was still like, ooh, let's go talk to them.
So we bought all the things and now we have to sell all the things. So we're going to have a sale at the end of the month. We'll send out a email?
Yeah, we'll send out an email announcement here in a couple of days after I get done with the newsletter.
We'll
because
put it on the social media.
Thing at a time, please.
Yeah.
Put it on the social.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right, so that's what's going on.
Yeah.
What kind of new things do we have?
We've got lots of new things in the shop. Some of the TNNA goodness is starting to trickle in, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
We got from Toft a reorder, essentially. We're going to be offering a crochet class using Toft animals here in the next, few months. But then we also reordered a bunch of our Toft animals. Here's a couple of new ones we brought in. This is a T-Rex, and this would be a Triceratops.
He only brought the dinosaurs to show you.
Well, they're the ones that were new. Everything else is like, they've seen it before.
I thought I'd ordered a couple of new things.
There's the ones for the class, but we've got those hidden away.
You're hiding stuff?
Yeah. I've learned lessons from you in that regard.
All right, also from Toft, we have more of the alpaca pom-poms. And even though these are made out of alpaca fur, it is my understanding through talking with the people at the company that these alpacas were not harmed for the pom-pom. They had otherwise died a natural death, and then the pom-pom material was harvested thereafter.
Right, after a natural death or whatnot.
Yes, so there's those. Then they also have some that are fun colors and these have a snap on them. That's new for the Toft pom-pom. We also have these snap pom-poms, which are raccoon dog from Big Bad Wool. And when it says raccoon, we've had raccoon pom-poms in the past. It's not an actual raccoon. Can you explain?
Okay.
Because you looked it up.
Yeah, so there is a animal called a raccoon dog, and they're from East Asia, and they look kind of, I think they're kind of like... Are they
rodent-y?
They're kind of like a mix between a raccoon-y looking thing and, well, it's got longer legs, but I think they're somewhat comparable to like possums over there, is my impression. So
it's not a dog, and it's not a raccoon.
No.
It isn't.
It is an East Asian
animal. That's got to snap. All right, and then we have some tiny little ones, and I believe these have snaps too, don't they?
They do. Yeah, they do. That's how I attach the little things, and those are rabbit.
These are rabbit.
Those are rabbit.
Okay. Boom. Cute little pom-poms. And I noticed also they are in some cute new bowls from Leaping Lamb Studios. And there's some bigger ones of these too. I like this with the large lip on it. They kind of remind me of Don Quixote helmets.
Wow.
I did just dump all these pom-poms
just
out.
But
it's
them out.
Nice. I love their nice wide bowls.
Nikki's going to be displeased that you treated those rabbit pom-poms like that.
Did she call them tribbles?
No, but she really liked how floofy they were before the dumping.
You dump them, they only get floofier.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
That's how that works. You floof them up. What do you have?
Okay, and then on Sunday, we had Carol swing by from Chicken Coop Dyeworks, and she had some yarn that she dropped off to us, just a little bit.
I think he's being sarcastic.
I am being sarcastic. So we've got it in 3 different bases. We've got it in
You know they love those bags.
That's why I left it in the bag. Should I take it out of the bag? That'd be even noisier. I'll leave it in the bags. So we got 3 bases. We've got the sock yarn, fingering weight. It's called Foghorn. And here's a couple of colors of Foghorn.
It'd be easier to see out of the bag.
I should have taken it out to begin with. There's that.
Pretty. What's that called?
This is called Shard. And then this is Orchid.
That's really pretty.
And then another base that we got is a merino silk blend.
What weight?
Also fingering weight. This is called Feathers.
Nice. I don't think we've ever had a merino silk that wasn't DK. That's pretty.
Yeah, and then this one is also really nice. This is Event Horizon, also Feathers.
I'll always think of that Sam Neill movie. You know what I'm talking about, or you just...
Event Horizon? Yes. That's strange. Okay.
That's strange.
The labels. Okay,
And what's that?
And then finally we have a DK merino silk blend. I think this is 50-50. Yeah, 50-50. And this is called Beak.
Was the other one 50-50 also?
The other one is, let's see, it is 80-20.
Oh,
So yeah, this is 50-50 merino silk. This color is called Kale.
pretty.
And this is House Stark.
It's pretty, really nice gold, green gold color. Very nice.
So yeah, there we go.
And Carol's a wonderful local dyer, and we're happy to have her yarn represented here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, anything else?
Okay, I think that's about it for the new stuff.
All right. Do you have any finished objects?
No. I have been working on some things, but I have not finished anything yet. How about you?
I have two.
What did you finish?
First, I finally finished this poncho. It's called Mitchell. I think my chair's in the way a little bit. There we go. It's called Mitchell. It is made out of the Shibui vine, which is their paper, cotton, and silk. And it's a lot of stockinette knitting. There it is, sideways view. It's seamed on the shoulders. It's 2 pieces, knit flat, seamed on the shoulders, neck picked up, knitted around, and then it's tacked. Tack it right there to make some armholes. It does drape nicely, and for a cool weather poncho, I think it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take it on vacation with us next week. And we're going to a warm place, so we'll see how it goes. It took me a long time to knit just because it's a lot of stockinette.
Is it getting a little boring on you?
It was getting a little boring, but it was not boring that I finished.
What was that?
I did the Olive Knits 4-day knit along. The pattern is called Foxtrot. I am wearing it now. For those people who I get a lot of questions. I did this last year too. Last year it was the Beekeeper, which is I did it in a gold. This year I did Foxtrot in a red. It's a Malabrigo red. And yeah, I knit it in 3 days. Yeah.
Well done.
She seems, I didn't get in on the first year. This is the third 4-day knit along. She's a designer, and I think she had to get a sample made in a really short amount of time, 4 days. So she invited her friends and fans to do it along with her, I guess maybe as motivation. I don't know. But people loved it. It took off. This is the 3rd year, and you don't have to knit a sweater in 4 days to participate. You can take as long as you want. It's your sweater. You be the boss of it.
We won't judge.
I just happened to knit one in 3 days.
Aren't you hot stuff?
And it is a full length. It's actually not even, I steam blocked it. It'll even stretch a little bit further than this, but it is an adult size sweater. It's knit in the round, cardigan knit in the round. There are no buttons, but there is a button. I mean, you could make this edge a collar, a button band. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the lace, keeps you busy, keeps you going for the length. Raglan increases. The collar technique was new to me, and it's not my favorite because I think it's a little messy on the where you cast on extra stitches after the raglan increases right here. I think it just picks up a little messy. And of course you could do a regular picked up garter collar. This is knit sideways, which was fun and interesting to do. I don't think that it saved any time. It wasn't speedy. But you're the master of your own sweater. If you don't like this color, you can do it a different way. Since I was doing it for a shop sample, I wanted to do everything by the pattern, and this is actually not the smallest size. I thought it was going to do the smallest size.
Mm-hmm.
This is one size up.
Oh, there you go.
It's got a lot of positive ease. I think like 6 inches, maybe? So this fits me pretty well.
Very nice.
Yeah. I get a lot of questions, like, do you sleep? Do you eat?
Do your hands hurt?
Yes, no. So I do. I tracked my time this year. I spent a total of 31 hours knitting, and that's over 72 hours. So, I mean, yeah, I had plenty of time to sleep. I usually, except for the first night, because I cast on at midnight on July 4th. So the morning of July 4th I cast on. I only knit an hour, and then I went to sleep. Then I got up at 7, and then I knit until probably 11:30. Well, I mean, not continuously, but on and off. I went to bed at 11:30, and then I slept in the next morning. I didn't get up till 9. And then I knit, I was in bed like between 11 and 12 all 3 nights. And the last night I was in bed at 10:30 because I was done at 10. Oh, you're yawning just thinking about it.
Yeah.
What other questions do I get? I do have 2 kids. They are old enough that they can normally do things on their own, except for on the first day we had a minor, I had to literally put out a fire. Mm-hmm. Because the little one, and she's done this so many times, she can make her own microwave mac and cheese. She forgot to put the water in, and so if you've ever burnt popcorn in your microwave, this is like 10 times worse.
This is basically what happens when you have 2 kids. You take them aside, you drop a sharp stick between them, and are like, make do for the next 3 days.
No.
Survive.
No.
Or don't.
So, I did, this is the only time I actually cooked was after that. I told her she couldn't have any microwave macaroni and cheese, and so I made her a grilled cheese sandwich instead. So, and then the first night Hunter cooked, because it was 4th of July, so he grilled ribs.
Smoked ribs. There's a distinction.
He smoked ribs.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids were swimming, so I was outside knitting and supervising. My cousin was there, so there was additional adults to supervise the pool. It was hot. That was some hot knitting, and I think this may have picked up some aromas from being outside with the smoker.
Mm-hmm.
So
some good aromas then.
And also we went and watched fireworks too, and it was pitch black, so I couldn't knit during that either. So I took plenty of breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So.
And when my hands they did not hurt at all until I was on the second sleeve, because I knit them with circulars, with 12-inch, 10-inch, and 9-inch, progressively going smaller circulars.
Were you using your new interchangeables?
I did. So
nice. The Chow use.
So that, just because it's so small and you're having to stop and twist the whole sweater around in your lap, that did start to make my fingers hurt a little bit, but otherwise they were fine.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
Mm-mm.
So no, I didn't really cook anything. I didn't clean any. No, I did do dishes. I did scrub some pots and pans.
There were so many dishes.
I mean, there were.
There were.
So I did do household things.
Mm-hmm.
I did take showers. I did sleep.
Thank goodness.
It wasn't a continuous chain to the yarn bag or anything like that. Oh.
I left her alone in that bedroom for 3 days, and then on day 3 I cracked open the curtain. She hissed at the sunlight. It was bad.
It was all untrue.
No? Anyway, yeah, and going back to the barbecue situation, the kids ask me on a not regular basis, but every once in a while they're like, Dad, why don't you smoke something with the smoker? I'm usually like, I'm busy, guys. I have all day to spend literally the entire day cooking, until it was the 4th of July and the shop was closed, and it's like, oh wait, I do have an entire day with which I suppose I could cook.
And it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And you can knit a sweater in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Or 4.
Yep, and you can smoke ribs in 6 hours.
You probably can do this both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you knitting next?
Well, I'm currently working on socks.
Kill Surprise.
Right? Well, I'm finally getting back to them. I started this sock, but then I started and completed a shop sample cowl and a bunch of swatches, everything else. Finally got back to the sock, so here it is. I think it's been a minute since I've actually shown these guys.
What kind of heel is that?
That is a Fish Lips Kiss heel. And then I am probably 3 inches past the heel up the leg, like 3.5. So I'm probably about 1.5 inches out from starting the ribbing, and then I will be done with sock 1.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been working on, besides ordering all of the yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about you? What are you working on?
I was thinking of doing another knit along.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But this one is like 2 months long. And it's the Honey Bop Cardigan by Poison Girls. She's a designer. And I think I've already bought the pattern. I bought it when it first came out because it's a really cute cardigan. And I have a lot of Madeline Tosh Tart in Twist Light.
Yeah.
From a different failed project that I think I will do. So it'll end up, it's very similar to this color. So I have another cardigan, but it is fingering weight, and it's a pretty dense knit, so I think I might end up knitting it on size 1 needles, so that's going to take a while.
You're a dense knit.
But in the meantime, that's not nice. In the meantime, we have some babies in our family, some ladies who are expecting, so
they're on her side.
They're on my side, so I get to knit the baby things,
Uh-huh.
so which I enjoy. So I think I'm gonna knit a dress and maybe a sweater and another one of those onesie things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby knitting's cute. I think I'll do a couple of those.
Awesome.
So we have a prize to give away.
We do.
From last week, we have our Space Cadet hat kit. We had 25 comments. I've already preloaded my number generator. 1 to 25. 12. Lucky number 12.
That is Amanda.
Amanda, you've won! Congratulations!
Yay!
So if you see this before we contact you, because we're not always the best about contacting winners, just come in and say, "Where's my hat, y'all?"
Uh-huh.
All right. So what is our next giveaway?
Okay, our next giveaway is going to be a skein of Chicken Coop Dyeworks Foghorn, which is the sock yarn. It's going to be the color Dreaming Tree, which
That's
is that
beautiful.
right there.
It's a beautiful skein.
Mm-hmm.
How many yards is that?
That is
big.
463 yards.
That's pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's the composition?
75-25 superwash nylon.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's our question?
What is the question? Like, I haven't even thought of it.
You didn't? You knew what you wanted to give away, but you didn't know the question?
Don't expect me to, like, get all the way there. I got part of the way there. I did. Actually, I picked the yarn, so I think you need to pick the question. I think that's how that works.
Oh, my. It's okay. Christmas in July.
Christmas in July.
Let's run with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's run with that.
Outstanding.
Do you do Christmas knitting? When do you start? And what do you make? And if you don't, that's cool too. You can tell us you don't.
Mm-hmm. That works.
Hey, there's the phone. Only 1 ring. Oh, 2.
We can cut this out.
Why?
Or not.
Okay. All right. So, We'll wait till it finishes.
Ooh, when I'm editing, I bet I can, like, silence the rings. I think I can. I'm going to try.
Okay, cool.
They're going to be like, what are you talking about? It's not ringing.
It's in your head.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's our question. Christmas in July. Do you knit gifts for Christmas? If you do, what's your favorite thing to knit? If you don't, that's cool too. I don't. I think we've had this question before.
Yeah, but like last year, it's a whole new year.
All right, cool. All right. So that's our question. Just comment to be in the drawing.
All right.
All right. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Take
Bye.
care.